Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to SuttyTrades, where we are always moving forward, or doing our very best to do that anyway. So let me just quickly give you an update on where we are. It is now Tuesday. Yesterday I took one trade on the My Forex Funds account. Actually, I took two. The first trade was a loss. The second trade was on the same pair, and then ended up getting my, I think, 1, 2, 3. So overall, I think I made $50 yesterday. So that's the other thing now, guys. I just wanted to update you on as well. Is I'm now trading 0.5%. So I've gone up from the 0.25%. Now trading 0.5% per trade, because we need to kind of kick it up again now. So let's see how it goes. So yesterday, one loss, one win, got $50. I was happy with that. I didn't really want to trade any more than that. And today was watching one of the pairs for a long time. It looked quite good. Went a little bit higher than I thought it would, but there still was no change of character. So I waited for the change of character, was really patient, and we ended up getting a fairly good trade. I almost thought I missed it actually, and I'll show you what I mean. I actually took the trade, but I was on the wrong account. I was on another, I think it was like a demo account or something. I didn't realize that I was in the wrong MT4 account. And it was like perfect entry. I actually took it off the wicks, so it went a little bit higher, took it and just dropped. I think I would have got like 1 to 2 in like 5-10 minutes. Anyway, went down, and with that move, it created a nice break of structure, and then I took the OB on that break of structure. So I'll show you yesterday's trade first. Here we go. So this was yesterday's trade, guys. It was AUD JPY. So I need to zoom in for the first one. So as you can see, the blue line here is our 4-hour OB. We ended up getting a chock here, a change of character, where we had a breakdown. It didn't break straight away, and I think this is important. I think sometimes, I count that as a chock, and then I took that as my OB. Let me just draw it for you guys. I took this one here as my OB. But I was actually considering taking this one. It wouldn't have been too much different, and probably still would have stopped me out. So as you can see, came in, touched, went up. It almost, I think it went to, no, it didn't. It went to 0.5. So it didn't even get to the 1-to-1, so ended up just being a straight up loser. Then we had a nice push up here, very strong push up that broke this previous high. Sorry, I'm gonna sneeze. Sorry about that, guys. Sorry, yeah, so we had a nice break over here, pushed up, broke the previous high and that high, so broke two previous. It was like a double breaker structure. So I marked up my OB there. It came down. If I had just gone, so it was like a double bottom there. If I had just given myself that much, which a lot of people will tell you, just take your stop to the end of your OB. Even if I was just on there, it probably would have stopped me out. So this is why I use the ATR. I use 2 times the ATR. And a lot of people will probably say that's too much. You're cutting potential profit. But I'm not looking for a huge amount of profit. So for me it works. I'm only looking for the 1 to 3, and then I'm happy. That's my daily goal. Move on. So this one ended up. I was looking for 1 to 4, and I actually ended up closing it because it was like just before I went to bed. I think I ended up closing it at just over 1 to 3. It was about here, and I ended up just closing it because at that point I got my just over 50 for the day, including the loss. I made the loss back and 50 profit for the day, and I was like, you know what, I'm happy with that. I don't want to let this go overnight. So I closed that. One loser, one winner, and we're still $50 up. So we were sitting at, I think, $250 yesterday. And then today, which one was it? It was GBP CHF. It was this one here. Okay, yeah, here we go, guys. So this is what I was saying. This here was the blue was the 4 hour. It pushed through my first. Okay, so my first area was actually over here, this little white one, which was a rally-based rally. Pushed straight through there. I never really got a break. I was looking for a break of this, and that's why you got to be quite strict. You can't say, okay, it's come down, I'm going to look for a break of this, because then you would have said, okay, that's a break, and then it would have stopped you out. So just be certain with those breaks, guys. And then I took a really early trade. Maybe it was a little bit too early, but we came up here. There was these wicks, a lot of pressure from the seller started coming in here. A lot of wicks to the top, to the upside here. So as soon as we pushed down and broke these over here, so that and that, I actually took a trade off of all of these wicks. So it wasn't quite an OB, but it's something I've done, a lot of times around an OB. I'll just take an order off the wicks. And as you can see, I think it was like, it literally just tapped in. I think it was this one, tapped in, went down, and I think at this point I was looking at about a 12 pip stop. So it would have been about there. Would have got my 1-to-1 straight away, and then it would have got the 1-to-3 about there. So that's, it was an okay trade, but I missed it. I actually placed it on a demo account stupidly, but both of them would have won. So anyway, it came back, tested this area again, and then had a big drop down, which definitely broke the structure here. So as you can see, I marked up the OB there, and we got I was looking for 1-to-4, but I ended up getting I think I closed it just over a 1-to-3. So what I ended up doing this one is I think the ATR there was about 10, and I went a little bit smaller than the 2 times the ATR, just because of the where I was gonna place my second order if this pushed up. So I was kind of prepared for it to come up to the top of these wicks, and then even if it stopped me out, I was going to place another one, because I did feel like I was going to have this drop soon, which it did. But anyway, it didn't. My stop was never in danger. We hit the 3.5, I think, about. So I ended up just closing. I closed 50% at 1-to-1, and then I closed the rest when I was $100 up. That was my target for today, was to just get $100. I hit the $100 and I closed. And just as well, it did push back up, gave me a little bit more over there, but then as you can see, it's just now pushed back up. So this was just a small retracement before it was kind of heading back on its way. And sometimes that's all it is. It's just a retracement. And if you can get your target off these, and that's why sometimes don't be too greedy, go just take. For me, my strategy is not to get these huge moves. As cool as it is, I don't play that game. I just play the safe game, maybe a bit of a chicken trader. But that's how I trade, guys, and it's working all right. I am with that $100 today, $150 Monday, Tuesday. So very good start to the day. Kind of what we needed. We're kind of getting back on track now. Last week was a very slow week, very slow. I think the whole week we took $45 or something, so very slow. We're now risking 0.5. Target for the end of the week is 500. So if I have days like I did today and yesterday. For the rest of the week, we're looking good. I think we can hit the 500. Once we hit the 500, then obviously I'm gonna push next week, right up until like 2 days before, with a 0.5%. If we get close, I'll just keep risking that, because then there's no point going big. But if we struggle, then I'm just gonna go into the full 1%, and just go big while just keeping an eye on my loss. So even if I end up taking a few losses, as long as I am still over the $10,000 mark, at least I get the free retake. So that's kind of how I'm playing it, guys. But I'm feeling confident. I'm feeling good about it. I'm just 100% sticking to my strategy. You know, take a loss, wait for the next trade. So, you know, that's how I backtest it as well. I would mark up, I would choose whichever OB I'm going off. I'd mark my area of interest, and I would wait for that change of character. As soon as the change of character happens, I will start my trades. If the first one's a loss, then I wait for it again. Next change of character, sometimes it takes 1, 2, 3. Even if you hit that third one, you are still breaking even for the day. You know, you can make your 2 losses back, and then it's up to you. You want to trade again or not, you know? So yeah, that's update for you guys where we are. I am planning on I've actually been working on a PDF, which kind of is a very, very in-depth PDF on my whole strategy. Let me know if anyone would like to see it. But I am going to do a video where I will kind of touch on parts of that, and kind of an update on my previous how I trade the OBs, kind of going a little bit more in depth about, you know, how exactly I am trading them now, because it's changed slightly, it's evolved slightly, and where I am now, I feel pretty confident about the strategy, you know. I think I'm sitting on an average of about 55 to 60% win rate, and my target is 3 to 4R. Sometimes I'll target 4R because I can just see it's moving that way. If it's 3R and I'm closing 50% at TP1, then I'm getting a 2 to 1. So for every trade I get 2. So if I get 2 losses, I have to get a win. So basically, that's how it is. So I probably would only need like a little over 35% win rate to kind of, you know, just about still move forward. Which we're double that at the moment. So we're just about double that. So I feel confident about the strategy, and I've just got to trade it. You know, I think even for me, you know, you take 1 loss, 2 losses, and it gets to you. And I'm kind of still working on that. I'm still working on my emotions around the losses, and I feel like I'm getting a lot better now. You know, I take the losses a lot better now, because I know that it's part of the game. And as soon as you can take those hits without it affecting you too much, the better it is overall for your trading. That I can promise you, because if there's one thing that hinders any trader more than anything else, it's your own psychology and how you react to losses. So that's what I've been working very hard on, and I feel like it's paying off, guys. I feel like I'm you know, moving in the right direction. Head's kind of a little bit more where I want it to be. So yeah, feeling good. I am pushing. I am doing everything I can. So, you know, let's hope we can get this My Forex Funds challenge done first time round. Anyway, guys, that's it from me. I will see you guys in the next video. Wish me luck for tomorrow. Anyway, bye, guys.